This is Ian with Build Brothers. Going to go ahead and do my quick digital inspection here at 3312 Front Street. We got a architectural asphalt shingle, and my best guess is that this roof is probably 28 years old. We got a lot of busted, broken shingles. We got a lot of wear and tear on these shingles. The granules start to come loose. The shingles start to get brittle. Anywhere where there's a crack like that, that's a potential for water getting in. There's a lot of nails and things that are punctured through the shingles. So there are a lot of little tiny leaks that we don't know about happening on this roof. These are probably newer than the roof. I don't think these were used, 25, 28 years ago when this roof was done. I don't recognize this shape of shingle. Most shingles are straight along this edge, and we can see this, the detail steps down just a little bit. I don't know if you could tell. The complaint is the leak here. We can see that some mastic has been used in the past. We can see nails exposed. But if we peek underneath here, it's pretty quick and obvious what's actually letting the water in. There's no flashing. There's no step flashing here. So any wind-driven rain that's getting pushed there is definitely going to find its way in. Solution, it's the same way on the other side as well. So I'm surprised you're not having the same issue over there. So this roof is almost to that point where I don't really want to touch it. Unless we do the whole thing, just because when shingles get this old, they get very brittle. And to do a proper repair on this, to do a homeowner repair, you put a big old bead of caulking in that little where the wood meets the shingle, and hopefully that gets you a couple years down the road. But we don't think in couple year terms as roofers, and we only do permanent professional repairs. So remove all these shingles, that whole thing, up and around this, down and around this. We got to put in an extra piece of wood to properly get our step flashing in and put it all back together. Most likely got to take that rain gutter down temporarily, and I would probably reinforce it all with ice and water barrier, which is really strong, like a waterproofing membrane. And then that part of the roof would last forever, whereas the rest of the roof is going to be ready in the next 3 to 5 years. These cracks in the shingles are all over the place, and they are creating problems, whether you know it or not. Here's a whirlybird, whereas this is an attic vent. Those two vents over there are O'Hagan style vents. Along this piece here, we got some rotten wood. We do have the proper step flashing there, and I'm not going to bother trying to show it. But we'll come over here and we can just see how old a lot of this metal is. Just get a general idea of the condition of this thing. Start to see repairs like this. And looks like there was a big hole there. Broken shingle there. I think that, well, to get top dollar for the house, if it was sold in the next couple of years, it's going to need a roof. Obviously that's expensive. This right here, probably be $2,500, which is kind of my minimum repair. So, but yeah, unfortunately I got to suggest a whole re-roof. This side here does not have the step flashing, and it's very difficult because that siding is there. There should be what's called Z-bar, and I don't want to try to explain it, but it's missing a piece of flashing it's supposed to have, and it's just because it's a really old house.